Hi everybody, it's Carol at Angels. I'm so glad that you're joining me for this short video. Chances are, if you are watching this video, you have signed up for the Izzie Convertible Backpack. MaryLou is teaching this class, and this is an awesome pattern. I just love this pattern. It came out fantastic. Cute little backpack. It's pretty roomy inside. It has snaps here right on the side, magnetic snaps. It's pretty roomy. There is a zip pocket inside and even a slit pocket inside. So here we go. We are just doing these short videos to help you get prepared for the class and possibly to save you some time. So we hope to do that. So let me see here. All right, what did MaryLou have to say here? All right, recommended fabrics. You know, quilting cotton is great. MaryLou used canvas and linen. So this beige one is canvas. This is a linen. Now, what she did recommend, if you are choosing to do canvas or cork, you will need a heavy-duty machine. You'll need something like a Juki or an accomplished baby lock. So just keep that in mind when you are, picking your different fabrics, because that's very important. Okay, my recommendation for anybody when you are starting a new bag pattern or any pattern, shirt or whatever, anything, always read through your whole pattern. This will help you tremendously. It'll help you tremendously. This particular pattern only has this pattern piece that you need to cut out. The other ones are all dimensions. So, follow along, cut them all. Another recommendation that I tell people, I always, on my sewing table, always take a square sticky notes. I'm the sticky note queen here. And cut it in 4, so you have 4 squares. Those are always piled in my sewing room with my clips. When you cut your pattern piece out, you mark. Don't just mark, because most of them are they go by letters, and then they'll say what the pattern piece is. Don't just do the letter, and don't just do what the pattern piece is. I do both. So C, main panel, or E, side exterior panel. Just mark it down. I promise you, you will say thank you for telling me that. These are all like little things that I stumbled upon as I was continuing in my bag making journey. So those are kind of important. It'll just save you time is all. So but the pattern pieces are pretty easy, cutting them out. Hardware. Oh, okay, wait, let's talk about stabilizer first. Another little tip: when you are using canvas or cork, there's no need to stabilize unless you want to have a stiffer look. MaryLou did not use any stabilizer with this, and you can see it stands up pretty nicely. It all depends on the look that you want. And you're probably saying right now, if you're a newbie with bag making, what are you talking about? Don't even worry about that. What I did at the beginning, and I suggest you probably do the same, unless you're listening to a recommendation that I'm saying, just do what the pattern designer says. That is what I did. Right now in my sewing room, my go-to stabilizer is SF 101. I use that for a lot of things. There was another pattern I was doing, and it called for Decoville Light. I didn't even know what Decoville Light was. I used my Shape Flex, and it turned out just fine. I found out later what Decoville Light was, because we do have it here. But as you get to know about stabilizers, you're going to know the look that you want. You may want to use the Bianni Soft and Stable, or you might say, I don't think I want that look. I'm just going to use the Shape Flex, or I'm going to use fusible fleece, or I'm going to, it's all up to you. But my recommendation at the beginning is probably to listen to the bag designers and, maybe take some suggestions that I am making to you too. So there we go on that. You will need a little bit of Peltex for the bottom, or you do need Peltex for the bottom. I shouldn't say possibly. You do. So again, we have all that stuff here if you don't have it. And like I said, if you're going to be doing bag making, just invest maybe in some, so that when you're doing these classes, because it can be a little daunting. I see people come in and they have their pattern, and you're kind of going around the store like, I need a quarter of a yard of this and a half a yard of this. If you're able to, maybe get a yard of something, so you have enough maybe for a couple of them, I might suggest that. Just make it easier for you. And if you mess up, which we all do, and it's okay, you'll have some extra. So just keep that in mind in the back of your head is all. Hardware for this bag. This bag, we have already a hardware kit available. It has all of the hardware in here. And it basically is, if you don't want to buy the kit and you have hardware at home, you can do that as well. It calls for 4 D-rings, 3.5-inch magnetic snaps, and 2 1-inch sliders. These are all 1-inch D-rings and 1-inch sliders, and then the 3/4-inch magnetic snap. And in some bags they may call for 1/2-inch magnetic snap. If you only have a 3/4, use the 3/4. It's really not a big deal. Sometimes the other way around on that, like for this particular bag, it's calling for a 3/4. I probably wouldn't use a 1/4, mainly because she used the canvas and the linen, and it's just a little meatier, but again, that'll come with with experience. Don't worry about it. Just do what it says, and you'll be fine, or listen to some recommendations that we are making for you. Time to cut, MaryLou said about 2 hours. Time to make, about 4. So there we go with that. Extra notes I put, which we already talked about it. If you use the canvas, you don't need to stabilize. And this is a great bag, as you can see, because here is it on someone else. Oh, you can't really see that back one because it's all covered with some writing. But this is a great bag. MaryLou added some embroidery to it. What a perfect idea. So if you have a machine embroidery, you can do some embroidery on here. Or if you don't want to do embroidery, or you don't have an embroidery machine, you can use one of your focal fabrics that has a really nice, fussy cut right here. So this is great for showcasing anything that you want to showcase. MaryLou even put some down at the bottom of her bag. So I think that just came out so nice. Love this fabric. All of it. I just love everything about it. And very, you can use it, take it on a hike. You can put a lunch in there. You can use it for all kinds of things. So that is my video on helping you get prepared for the Izzie backpack class. It is on July 29th. If you're listening to this and you're like, I think I might want to do this. You got here a different way. Call the store, or you can check at angelsewing.com and see if we still have some slots open. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great bag making day. Bye, everybody.